back to Pigment Mixology. I'm Karen.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we're going to be working on Kate and we're going to be doing some swatches. What we would do is either choose a light, medium or dark range. And for Kate, we've decided that because of her eyebrow hairs, we are not going to choose the light range. We actually feel that the medium range may be a little bit too light, but we're still going to test it anyway. The darker range would probably suit Kate far better than the medium range, but we're going to put a little twist on it and give you some additional tips and tell you what we really think would work best on Kate's eyebrows. So first of all, I'm going to choose the dark range, and the first colour I'm going to test is the Paris. Do you want to dab that, Sarah?
Of course.
And then the next colour is Shanghai. And now New York. And the final colour in the dark range is London. Kate is a Fitzpatrick 3, so they would work on her skin type. However, I'm going to test another two pigments which are in the medium range. And the first one is Barbados. And the next one is Milan. One of the reasons why we've added the additional two colours from the medium range is because Kate's skin is quite pale and her eyebrows are very dark. Some of the times that we could choose one of the darker ranges and it actually go too dark for her skin type, and her eyebrows could look too dark and very cool. So this is why I've looked at the medium range, because on the first session Milan could be dark enough to actually achieve the colour which Kate's got in her own natural eyebrows.
If when a colour heals, it could be up to 10% darker. So if the mid-range heals 10% darker, it'd be more like the darker range tested on top of her skin.
And so this is what the colour looks like on Kate's skin. However, if it healed darker in her skin, then it would blend in with her own natural eyebrows. Just from my personal experience, I would be looking at this colour which is Milan, or even mixing Milan with a drop of Paris in together. On my first pass, be choosing these colours and see how the hair strokes heal. What about you, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. That initially on the first appointment, I would always choose a slightly lighter colour, allowing for that cooler heel, which is going to appear darker. And then at top up, if it's not quite dark enough, we can quite easily go over the hair strokes in a slightly darker colour.
And sometimes if you put too dark a colour and you've got a lot of density of eyebrows, it's not necessary because you've got your own natural eyebrows which are dark, and if the colour is too dark, there's too much density and it can look too cool.
One thing that I think we should mention is that when we're talking about top-up appointments and when someone comes back for a retouch, if you need to darken a colour, rather than choosing a completely different shade and going for a completely different darker colour, what we prefer to do is use the same colour but add a drop of brow darkener in there. So for example, if we were to use Milan Neat on the first appointment and it wasn't quite dark enough, we'd then look at maybe adding a drop of New York or a drop of London in there just to give it a little bit more depth, but then it's following the same tone, so it's not going to change dramatically from your first appointment to your second appointment. And the reason that we do this is so that 12 to 18 months down the line, the tone of the brows are going to stay true and we've not got lots of different mixtures or undertones in there. So now we've analysed the different colours, I think we can both agree that we quite like the look of Milan in Kate's skin. Now Milan sits slightly warmer than the other colours, so I think because she's naturally very cool, I think if we were to use Milan Neat, once it cools down slightly throughout the healing process, it'd be a perfect match.
Totally agree, yeah. I think it's going to be the perfect colour for Kate's skin.